What if I told you that rejection, as hard as it can feel, is actually there to help you? And once you understand these 3 core concepts that I'm gonna share with you in this video, you will be able to eliminate the feeling it causes for good. Hi, my name is Oscar and I help people raise their vibration and share their gift with the world. And in this video, I'm gonna share with you 3 core concepts that will allow you to eliminate the feeling that rejection causes for good. Now, the first time that I really tasted the feeling of rejection was when I was in high school. I had this huge crush upon a girl that I had dared to start speaking to, and she treated me basically like a wallflower. And I was trying there, pleasing her. I was there, around her, and she sort of not used me, but just, looked at me like I was just a guy that wasn't that interesting. But she played around with me. She thought that was funny, And I saw her back and forth, and once we were in high school, and I think she even allowed me to kiss her, but like a little bit reluctantly as well. So there was a lot of neediness, there was a lot of all of these things going on. And I remember specifically the moment when I really felt this so hard, because we were going to a party and this girl, she hung out with another girl that apparently were a little bit interested in me. And we stood outside the club, and then the girl that I was really interested in, she said to the other girl, which they were like playing around a little bit, and she said, you know what? You can have him. I don't want him. And it might not have seemed like such a big deal, but for me, it devastated my entire world. And I had no clue what was going on, because and inside of me, my whole heart dropped. Everything fell away. And so I was really, really heartbroken. And I had no clue what I was supposed to do. And that memory in itself, I had almost totally forgotten about it. But every time in my life when I faced rejection, and it can be that it's a job that is literally saying to yourself, or a job that is denying you getting employed by them, or anything like that, or something like that. And so that feeling of rejection was constantly there with me, and it also stopped me from really exerting myself and walking forward to women and showing up basically for myself, and doing things that I would be judged by others for doing. So it took a long time, and it really made me very introverted. And introverted in a bad way, because it was more shy. I distanced myself from the world. And this kept on coming and coming and coming, and I never really understood how to deal with it. But, you know, life happens, and sooner or later I get, you know, this cycle of rejection comes again. Because, well, as men and women, we are interested in people, and because we are, then we will be exposed to more of those. And yeah, so again, I had this huge crush with a girl, and this time something else happened where I felt like I can't deal with this emotion anymore. I don't know what to do with it. So I felt that I was so sad. So I clicked on a YouTube video, and this is kind of not embarrassing or anything like that, but there was this YouTube video that was called Christian the Lion, and somehow they play the Whitney Houston song, "And I Will Always Love You." And when I heard that, when I was heartbroken after this second girl, but this time I was much more older, everything came pouring out, you know. I was crying and crying and crying, and I felt there was no end to it. And I also thought that, you know, this is bad, you know. There was such a victimhood going on inside of me. But when this feeling started to release more and more, I started to come to a place of neutrality. Now, fast forward a lot of years when I started doing comfort zone crushing. That's when it really clicked inside of me that what actually is happening might seem like it's hurting us in the moment, but it's actually there for us. And what do I mean by that? Well, the emotion that is happening because of rejection is happening because we need it. The emotion is sort of a guide towards the memory or whatever that is going on inside of you that needs to be healed. And so that's the whole thing around this. So for you who is dealing with rejection, first concept is everything is happening for you, not to you. The second one is that when someone says something about you, or what makes them react in the way they do, that has less about you and more about them to do. Because they are interacting with you from their filter of reality. And that filter of reality is caused by their memories and their experiences. So whatever they're saying has more to do with them than it has to do with you. Now, on the other hand, if they're saying something to you that causes a feeling of hurt, of discomfort, of disappointment, all of those feelings, that is indicating your filter, right? So what they're saying is an indicator of what you yourself are saying to yourself, because otherwise you wouldn't get upset. So one key thing in order to own rejection is to start embracing what you are saying to yourself and moving through that feeling. because that feeling will take you to core memories where you actually need to take care of that base hurt that happened to you. And in that memory, there is a child, there's a younger version of you, because the thing is this, that everything is happening here and now. The past is in the now as much as the future is in the now. That means that everything that your body registered long time ago, and it hasn't been dealt with, it hasn't been felt, that means that that is here, right now, influencing the very way in how you operate in life. So whenever the feeling of rejection happens, and you feel that hurt, and you have all of these ideas about what it means, it is there for you to acknowledge that there are unresolved feelings, beliefs, and thoughts inside of you that needs to be acknowledged, felt, and healed. Right? You heal it. You heal it by feeling it. So think about that. Every time rejection happens, you can stay with that feeling, and it will become easier and easier and easier. But if you distract yourself from it, that's when it becomes even more hurt and more ingrained, because the world will always keep on making things worse until we finally understand what it is saying to us. And we take responsibility for what it is making us feel. That's when things really can change. Because then you're changing your inner environment, and as a result, it will change outside of you as well. So rejection, if you're feeling it and you're moving through it, will actually make you a much more assertive, confident, clear, and capable human being. If you just allow to feel whatever it's causing you to feel. So that's it for today. 3 core concepts that will make you be able to eliminate the feeling of rejection if you apply them in your life. Okay, guys, peace, love, and joy to all of you. Bye for now.